So here we are at the Skills Show at Telford's International Centre. It's launch day, Chris, for the 2026 Shropshire, Telford and Wrekin Apprenticeship Awards. I can't believe how quickly it's come round.
No, I really can't. And what a busy day it is here at the Skills Show. It's absolutely fantastic. We've been meeting some of our sponsors, haven't we?
Great that we've got so many of them under one roof here at the show. So let's go and explore, shall we?
Well, I'm here with Chris from Telford College on your stand, and you are our headline sponsor again this year, so thank you very much for that.
Yeah, brilliant. It's really good to be involved in the event. Always really busy, and we want to shout out about all the good work that happens in the local area and how Telford College can support that.
And Telford College at the moment, so many apprentices and apprenticeship courses that you're offering. How many have you got going at the moment in terms of courses?
So in terms of courses, we offer a bit of a range in different sectors. So things within sort of early years education, other aspects that are more sort of office-based, like your business admin, accountancy, and then a lot of different trades and engineering. So all in all, I reckon probably about 20, 23, 24 different standards. Always looking to develop things as well. You know, a big part of what we want to do is constantly speak to employers out there, find out what they need in terms of their sort of skill development for staff, where they've got gaps, and we can work with them to put on apprenticeships that we don't currently offer, but we can plan into the future.
So are there gaps in industries that you'd like to be covering?
I think, again, it's speaking to employers, making sure that we're listening to what the need is out there. From the other side, obviously, we've got lots of school students in today. We've got the college students. Again, we listen from that side as well in terms of what do they want to do as careers, and then we have to start to look at matching that up with employers. Is the need out there? So there's a journey for them, hopefully, so they can sort of think about what they want to do ambition-wise and career-wise, through into college, and then through the other sides into employment, and there's a real sort of partnership there with everything.
Now, if I'm a business and I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe I could take an apprentice on, but I'm worried, is there going to be barriers? How easy does Telford College make it for me to take on an apprentice?
I think that's definitely the thing that we want to sort of emphasise with companies. If there is an interest there, you know, initially we'd have a full consultation, really informal chat just to run through everything, and make sure that there's lots of transparency about what's entailed in an apprenticeship. There are things that employers will need to do, absolutely, but as a college and as a local provider, that's what we can certainly make sure that becomes an easy process ultimately. You know, it's not going to take a long time to set up any paperwork or accounts, things like that. We can sort that out for people. We can make sure that's done, take the pain out of it. You know, what might be a 30-minute job for someone who doesn't necessarily know what they're doing, I can pop across 2-3 minutes, it's done. And that's what we want to do, make sure it's easy for people. So that might create more opportunities for young people coming into roles.
So it's a cup of tea and a bit of a chat with you then, Chris.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's what we want. Because the other side of things, and my role in the college, apprenticeships are one part of it. You know, we want employers not to just think apprenticeships, but actually, well, what else is there? We've got thousands of students looking at work placements, T-levels that are coming on board. Lots of employers have maybe heard of T-levels but don't necessarily understand exactly what they include. So it's constantly talking, because what we want to do is make sure that we're giving businesses good advice, the right advice, and it works for them, because they're going to get the biggest impact. Students are going to get the biggest impact, and hopefully that really sort of develops the local economy, local businesses. And again, not forgetting those existing staff. You know, existing staff can go on to apprenticeships and training courses. We've got first aid courses, we've got fire marshal courses, we've got team leader courses. The list goes on really. So it's just having those initial chats to really find out what the college does and how it can support. But also then, again, like I mentioned earlier, if we don't do a course that a company wants, that's where we can go back to the college and develop more courses that will suit the local companies that are asking for them.
And it's not just about school leavers taking on apprenticeships, is it? Anybody can do an apprentice.
Absolutely, you know, the youngest guys are school leavers. Then we've got a lot of college students who may have done a year or two at college, and then they want to look at an apprenticeship as the next step. We get lots of people in their sort of early 20s who are sort of thinking about you know, what their long-term career is, and we get people who are existing members of staff. So the age range is big. There's changes going on with apprenticeships at the moment to encourage the younger sort of age groups. But yeah, again, it's that initial consultation and conversation about what an apprenticeship or who can go on to an apprenticeship and ultimately the impact it can have for someone's career or for the business to upskill their staff.
I've heard about something called Apprenticeship Plus. What's that about?
Yeah, so Apprenticeship Plus, again, this has been driven from employers that we've been speaking to. So an apprenticeship might have certain content that they have to, a student might have to go through to then go through their endpoint assessment. But we don't want to sort of be rigid and just deliver that content. We want to be able to sort of bolt on things. So that Apprenticeship Plus idea is to really make sure that what an apprentice goes through is a really rounded opportunity. There's bolt-ons that might be really specific and more technical to what the qualification they're doing. But there might be certain things where, I don't know, an engineering student, the company might want to put them through a first aid course, so we can bolt that on. So it's really to make sure that there's more flexibility, there's more opportunity. They're not, they're optional ultimately. So people don't have to commit to them. They can do them at any time throughout their apprenticeships. They could do them at the start, they could do them at the end. There's just built in a lot more added flexibility for the Apprenticeship Plus.
Brilliant. Chris, thank you so much for chatting to us. Always good to have a natter.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're delighted to have the Marches Careers Hub as our associate supporter again this year, and Andrea and Usherwood Brown. Well, we were talking on stage at the awards in October last year. I can't believe how time tracks on. You've had a good look around the skills show here today. What have you learned?
We've learned how diverse our local labour market is, and it's great to see the young people all really engaged with the activities.
In terms of your operation, has it changed much over the last 12 months, your role?
No, not particularly. We're linking more in with local skills and that development for our young people, ensuring that they're aware of what opportunities they are and developing the skills to move into really great careers in our local area.
And awareness is the big thing, isn't it, at the moment? You know, we've heard in the last few weeks, government making some changes to some of the skills delivery, so you almost got to re-educate everybody about what the opportunities are.
I would say so, but I think there's a lot of the young people, they suck it up and absorb it a lot more. It's now doing that work with the employers and the parents to really get them to see the benefits of employing young people.
And I guess the training providers in terms of getting their heads around what they've got to deliver as well.
Definitely. I think they're all up for change and supporting us to really upskill the workforce. So, yeah, everyone's really up for it, I think.
We're obviously talking primarily about apprenticeships with the awards. What do you think this all means to apprenticeships? Are they in a good place at the moment, do you think?
I think definitely amongst young people, apprenticeships are seen as a really viable opportunity. We're seeing the knowledge and awareness that young people have about them increase quite a lot. What we need to see now is the opportunity for young people to step into those opportunities increase.
And do you think that's stronger in some sectors than others at the moment?
100%. If you take engineering, for example, there's a lot of opportunities. So we do need to see that dispersed amongst the sectors.
Are you excited about this year's competition and seeing who we've got on the stage again in October?
Yes, I am. Cannot wait for October to come around to see what we've got.
Well,
Have a lovely evening.
Look forward to that, and thank you so much for your support once again this year. It's really important to us. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you, Carl.
Well, I'm here on the Income Training stand, and they're sponsoring our Manufacturing and Engineering Award again this year, which is absolutely great. And I'm with two apprentices, Reese and Jack. So I'll start with you, Jack. How is your apprenticeship going, and what are you doing?
So at the moment, I'm a fitter tester. So that means just what it says really, like fitting components and taking them apart. I've gone through all the course so far, about just over halfway, and at the moment we're doing CAD. So just designing different parts on like a coded system. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's going much better than I thought it ever would.
Was it an easy process to sign up and become an apprentice for you?
Yeah, I thought it was really easy because obviously they come to open days such as what we're here now, and it's just they're really easy. The people that work here, it's really easy to talk to, and I just thought signing up, them sending over emails and stuff like that, it just felt so easy, and yeah.
So really good for you. And Reese, what about you? What are you doing at Incom?
So I'm currently on a machinist pathway. So it's a bit different to Jack's. I'm more on the manufacturing side, so I'd be working on like CNC machines, producing a part. But my apprenticeship's going well as well. It's kind of same thing as Jack. We've went through the same process so far, and I'm on CAD as well.
So you feel you're growing then as you're going through the apprenticeship?
Yeah, definitely. Like growing in like confidence, skills, and as a person. Like I'm kind of shaping more into a better person, really. You know what I mean?
And could you definitely recommend an apprenticeship if someone's thinking of going into engineering with Incom?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's the best thing I've done in terms of like career choices. I think an apprenticeship's like perfect, to be fair, because it's like you get education paid for, and you've got like a degree afterwards. And hopefully, if you do well, your company takes you on, so you end up with a job as well.
So what about you, Jack? What do you think about apprenticeships? Would you recommend them?
I would definitely recommend them. I think, especially because I'm quite a hands-on lad, and I think sitting in a classroom, not a lot of people really want to do that. But if that's for you, that's for you. But I think apprenticeships, you're obviously doing all that manual, like hands-on stuff whilst learning, and yeah, it's such a good thing to do.
Brilliant. Listen, guys, best of luck in your chosen career.
Thank you. Perfect. Cheers.
So McPhillips are sponsoring our Small Employer of the Year Award at the Apprenticeship Awards this year. Just tell me a bit about you and your job title with the company.
My name's Stuart and I'm the Sheck manager for the company, so I look after lots of things health and safety related.
But I know I've seen you at careers events as well, so talking about apprenticeship careers has become like part of your job, unofficial or official?
Well, when you're older, people ask you to go to careers events, don't they? Talk about your own career.
So what your own career then? How long have you been with McPhillips for?
Only 15 years.
Okay, a beginner, are you?
I'm just a blow-in, yeah.
When people are talking to you about apprenticeship opportunities, what kind of things are you able to tell them, and what do they tend to want to know?
Well, obviously we can't take on every student that stands in front of us. Some of them are brilliant. We take on apprentices every year. We've done that for 25 years. And it's sort of a grow your own policy if you think about it. You end up developing a person into a role that suits us, suits them.
And you've got apprentices at various stages of the business now, haven't you, right the way through?
Yeah, we've got apprentices who are young people still at college, and then we've got ex-apprentices who are very, very successful professionals in their 40s perhaps.
What kind of different apprenticeship pathways do you offer then at the moment?
Well, we offer an NVQ level 2. We're very keen on T-levels. The NVQ level 2 drives the person to the career that suits them. It's not an NVQ level 2 in construction operations, and that's the end of it.
Right.
By the end of the apprenticeship, you will see skills within that person that may lead them in another direction to suit them and us.
Because the industry that you're in, the skills need is vast, isn't it? In terms of if people do want to come on board as an apprentice, there's going to be jobs, isn't there?
There should be jobs, hopefully. Look at the country. There's always something to do. Railway lines, roads, infrastructure, drainage that everybody forgets about, which is massive. And then you've got housing. There's tons to do in this country, isn't there?
So if you were having to sell the benefits of an apprenticeship to a potential newcomer, then how do you sum it up if somebody's wavering about whether apprenticeships are right for them?
Well, I don't think you can beat an apprenticeship. As a young person, you get paid, you get trained, and then you can go in whichever direction you want. And construction offers all kinds of careers that are mostly well paid and enjoyable. I've been in construction since 1979. I've enjoyed every day.
Superb. You can't say better than that, can you? No. I'm going to leave you to go and play with your JCB digger now. I'm loving that. Do you get one of these in your office, have you?
I am very good at driving it, actually.
Excellent.
It was Emily's idea. This is how we occupy the students, and it's very popular.
It's proven, I can see that. Great to talk to you. Thanks ever so much.
Okay, take care.
So I'm here at the Skill Show in Telford and we're talking to Kirsty Small. And Kirsty, you are sponsoring this year. What are you sponsoring?
Creative and media for the second year running.
Of course you are, because you are J&PR. Now I know you do take on apprentices, don't you?
We do indeed, and we have done since day one, really. They're a massive part of our business and really important part of our business. They tend to start with us with work experience, and then from the work experience placement, we have them back and they come and ask questions about their potential career and then decide what route they want to take, apprenticeship or university. And we've taken on a number of apprentices through SBC through that route.
And how easy was it for you as a business to go down that route and take on an apprentice?
It just felt really natural for us because we want to train them up to work in our environment, doing what we do in Shropshire, and actually a degree, whatever that degree is, wasn't really fulfilling that. We had interviewed graduates, but actually we wanted those with enthusiasm to do the job, and live local was really important to us. So the apprentices tend to want to stay in Shropshire, live at home, earn their money, and most importantly get their qualification, and then stay in Shropshire and stay working for us. And all of our apprentices have stayed on beyond their apprenticeships, and our most recent one started in September.
Which is really good news. And as you say, it's about keeping that talent, that experience in the county.
Absolutely, it's the future workforce, isn't it? So the latest apprentice we've got, Libby, she started with us in September. She did do that exact thing. She came to us on work experience, was really split between university or apprenticeships, came back to us for advice time and time again, and then finally said, I think I'm going to apply for some apprenticeships. And unbeknown to her, we were able to say to her, your job is yours, and she was very shocked by that. So she was in the position where before she'd started her A-level exams, she knew she'd got a job with us in the September, so she went off to America, did Camp America, and came back knowing she got a job with us in the September.
Which is really great, isn't it? How good is it as well to watch them come through and grow?
Oh, it's amazing. Most of the development we see, which is most rewarding, is actually not with the skill set of what you have to do for your apprenticeship, but more so the soft skills, the communication skills, the networking. You know, a lot of these that are coming through now are the ones that were in the thick of COVID. So picking up the phone, top of the list is obviously making a cup of tea, but being able to communicate with adults in workplaces, in client meetings, at events like this, it's so important. So the personalities that come out through the apprenticeship is amazing, and Libby and her family have definitely said that with her confidence levels in a very short space of time, just since September.
So for the apprentices themselves and for you as a business, you can definitely recommend it.
Absolutely, I absolutely love the opportunities that they've got available, whether that's post 16, post 18, post 30. Apprenticeships aren't just for school leavers, and the breadth of courses that's available. So our apprentices do multi-channel marketing, but there's so many more that you need in the workplace. So absolutely amazing opportunities for the people of Shropshire.
Brilliant. Kirsty, thank you so much for chatting. Thank you for being one of our sponsors again this year.
Thank you.
So Housing Plus Group are one of our new sponsors this year. To tell me all about why, tell me all about you and your job.
So my name is Sian. I'm a colleague experience and engagement specialist promoting engagement within the organisation. And myself and my team members, we support with the early careers and apprenticeship programmes.
So why apprenticeships? Why are they important to the company?
We like to develop careers for our local residents, supporting with their development into a particular job role. So obviously it's not just trades. When you think of Housing Plus Group, you think of our green van driving around and you'll just think of gas heating engineers, plumbers, painters, decorators, but our organisation is much more than that. So we support, we have 33,000 properties that we maintain, support, and we employ over 2,000 staff. So we would like to support our local team in getting those careers in those organisations.
So with that scale of business, that's lots of different kinds of apprenticeship opportunities.
Yeah, so last year we had 26 apprenticeship vacancies go live, and they included legal apprenticeship, we had care roles, we took on 4 care apprenticeships. We had 2 in with our catering team as well are here today, which is showcasing. This year we only have 13 vacancies. And at the moment, we're not too sure on where those will be within the organisation, but we'll hopefully have that information by mid-May.
Excellent. So the big plus of becoming an apprentice with your business then are the progression opportunities in lots of different directions, I imagine.
Yeah, so your apprenticeship will be between 18 months to 4 years, and then at the end of that, hopefully you'll then be able to go on and develop a career within the organisation as well, in your chosen trade or your chosen apprenticeship.
Brilliant. I wish there were all these sort of opportunities available when I was there.
I know, yeah. Well, I've got 2 young children, so this has really opened my eyes to that career development. Because when I was a young person, obviously I'm not now, but I chose a university career path, and I don't think I'd choose that now. I think I would choose an apprenticeship route because it's money from the moment you're stepping into a career, and it just gives you more opportunity as well. And you can see the organisations from many different angles. You haven't got to stay on that career path. You can branch out as well, and we promote that as well from the organisation.
And there's a job to educate people at that point so they know the choices before they've decided to go one way or the other, isn't there? So, well, great to have you on board with us with the Apprenticeship Awards this year. We're really grateful. Thanks for your time.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We're here with the team from Paverways now. Great to see them displaying their Shropshire, Telford and Wrekin Apprenticeship Award certificates. You've been involved in this competition as a sponsor, as a participant, as a double winner, I think, aren't you? So just introduce yourselves and tell me your jobs.
Hello, I'm Charlie and I'm the Finance Director.
Hi, I'm Evie. I'm a Level 3 Business Admin Apprentice.
Hi, I'm Kelly and I work on reception as an admin assistant.
So we've got all bases of the company covered here. From your point of view, why are apprenticeships important and why is supporting a competition like this important?
Well, it's important to encourage the young people of Shropshire and Shrewsbury and Telford to come forward and help build the foundation of our company. So they're really important to bring these and upskill these people through, and then obviously develop them further. They give us back things, and obviously we provide support to them to grow our business and obviously grow them individually.
Excellent. Well, let's talk to one of the apprentices and find out the truth now, shall we, about what it's like. What was it that made you want to apply for an apprenticeship with Paverways?
I'd heard such great things and such the training that they offer. It's stuff that you wouldn't be able to have at other places, and I was really happy when I got my apprenticeship.
So why an apprenticeship in the first place? Not just with Paverways, but why did you choose this route?
I went to college full time and I didn't enjoy it, so I knew that I wanted to be in the workplace. For my work experience, I did accounts, and then that's how I knew I wanted to get into accounts. So saw that Paverways were offering an apprenticeship for Level 3 Business Admin, and I went for it.
And how is it turning out compared to how you maybe expected it would be?
It's so I've done so much more training. I've done training that I'd never thought I'd be able to experience, and away days. There's so much to be offered to you.
So is it great to have apprentices at various levels all embedded in the team and being part of the team and being so enthusiastic about everything?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great that we also offer apprenticeships for the older age group as well as just the young people coming from college. We've had apprentices that have gone off, done different things, and then got to a later stage in life and thought, I want to retrain. We've had carpentry apprentices that have come in sort of their later 30s and done apprenticeships. So I think it's great that we cover for a range of age groups, really.
And from the company's point of view, then I guess as well, it helps when you're looking to recruit apprentices that they can see how people who've gone before them have progressed through the business then.
Yes, definitely. We've had in the past where people have worked on site and then we brought them into the office and developed them into contracts managers, and they've worked their way up through the ranks. So anything's possible. Obviously, they kind of can work right through from obviously hands-on on site to something in the office.
So if someone is thinking of doing an apprenticeship but they're not quite sure if it's the route for them, how would you persuade them?
I'd say try some work experience, definitely get a bit of an idea of what the workplace feels like and that environment, and then see from then if you think that's the right thing for you to do.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for talking to me, and thanks for being on board with the competition again this year.
No problem. Looking forward to it.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Now, Shrewsbury College are on board again this year as sponsor of the Large Employer of the Year.
Yeah.
Jules, I think we were standing on almost this exact spot last year
think
talking
we were.
about this.
Yeah.
So bring us up to date. What's happened in the last 12 months?
Okay, so we're developing new apprenticeship standards at Shrewsbury College. So we've gone into IT and digital. We're going to be offering the foundation apprenticeships, the ones that are within construction. And I think we're also looking to develop the level 2 business admin now that we know that it's coming.
Now we know what's happening with the government. Yeah.
Exactly.
So what are you doing here? You're testing people out to see some...
Well, yeah, we're hopefully
There's a-
talent spotting and getting them while they're young. So getting the generation involved.
I think I probably asked you this last year, but what sort of challenge do you have in actually painting the picture of how apprenticeships work and the kind of opportunities that are available for people?
So in terms of getting younger generation or older, like the mature generation involved, I think the message is out there that apprenticeships is the way to go. The challenge is, which is probably going to be the same for everybody, is the economic climate for businesses.
Yeah.
So trying to, obviously there's new employer incentives that got released 48 hours
Days ago, yeah.
So hopefully that's going to help businesses, reassure them that there is help out there. But fundamentally, it's employers hand-holding them, making sure that they understand what's involved. That's going to be the challenge. But with the new incentives, I'm hoping it's going to be an easy challenge to overcome.
So are some employers maybe frightened of all the paperwork and the red tape and the systems involved in taking the plunge and taking on an apprentice then?
Yeah, and so we've sent out comms regularly. We do sort of newsletters and bulletins to employers we work with and employers we don't, to make sure they know that our onboarding process is as stringent as it possibly can to take the painfulness out of paperwork. I know, especially for like your SMEs, your small companies, that the paperwork side of things can be really daunting. So we've got a team, I think there's 7 or 8 of us now, that will do the hand-holding in terms of gaining the funding, the apprenticeship agreements, all that, to make it as easy as possible for an employer to be involved.
So you have a pool of apprentices on one side, then you've got employers on the other, and you're trying to match them all up, aren't you? Are there any particular sectors where you need more employers to be embracing apprenticeships then?
IT, definitely. I don't know whether we're maybe sort of slower off the ground because it's a new apprenticeship standard for us. We've got a handful of employers that are on board and have got apprentices in place, but IT is definitely a sector that we're looking to expand. Construction and engineering always fly, and business admin's definitely picked up as well. I think early years teaching assistants, those are slower, but I think it's because their budgets are so tight in education. So we're out there, people are inquiring, so it's just trying to get them over the line.
Absolutely. Well, great to see you. I'm going to leave you to get your spirit level on that and see whether he's done a good job.
Well, yeah, they won't let me near it.
Me neither. Good to see you. Thanks
And
a lot.
you, take care.